Now, like we saw in the last lesson, forming tools are very easy to use. All you need to do is drag and drop them from the design library onto your sheet metal. That is, assuming SolidWorks knows you're using a forming tool. When I drag and drop this forming tool onto this sheet metal part, you can see right away SolidWorks asks me if I'm trying to create a derived part. Before I show you the quick way to get rid of this message and make it work, I'd like to explain to you why SolidWorks is telling me this. I'm not trying to make a derived part, so I'll click No. But instead of punching into the sheet metal like I want to, the part simply opens up in its own window. That's because SolidWorks isn't recognizing this particular part as a forming tool. Right now, it's treating it as a regular part. Notice if I go to File, Save As, I can choose Form Tool from the Save As Type drop-down menu. I'll give this a new name and save it back in the design library. Now I can look for the form tool I just saved, and when I drag and drop it onto the part, you can see SolidWorks is treating it as a forming tool, like I want it to. I can position the sketch, add dimensions, when I click Finish, the tool creates a punch in the part. Now, you might be thinking it's going to be a pain in the butt to open up all of the forming tools individually and resave them all as form tools instead of parts. As I mentioned before, I wanted to explain why you were getting the error before I showed you the quick fix. To set the whole folder to open as forming tools all at once, I can simply right-click it in the design library and choose Forming Tools Folder from the drop-down menu. Now, when I drag and drop any of the forming tools from this folder in the design library, SolidWorks will automatically recognize that they're form tools, and I won't see that derived part message again.